Hello, welcome to another member spotlight. Today we've got Katie. She is one of our mentors on our app, and she's been with us pretty much from the beginning. And yeah, it's been amazing. Obviously, I'm sure you'll hear in a minute, but the things that she goes through on a daily basis with her son and the advocate work she does is amazing. And the experiences that she's got has really helped us even sometimes, isn't it? And we've kind of soundboarded off you for certain things. So yeah, it's really good. And obviously you've got special background in it as well. So not to forget that.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah, I've been.
do you want to just say, so how did you come into the app? So what brought you to the app? What made you?
I started watching Nate on Facebook, and when he was doing like his videos that he does, and because of what I was going through at the time with my little boy, a lot of it just like resonated with me. And then obviously he said he was going to start the app, so I was one of the first ones into there, and it's helped me a lot with my journey with my little boy. And I think at times probably given me courage to do things that I probably wouldn't have done before because I was scared.
Yeah.
You know, and hearing other people's stories that are going through similar things to what we're going through, it's just nice to know that you've got someone there to talk to, you know, that understands what you're going through.
Yeah.
Did you want to give me a bit of a background? So let's talk about Theo and the stuff that you have gone where you've got to now.
Yeah, so Theo is 8. He got diagnosed with ADHD in October 23. So he was in year 2 at the time. He spent the majority of year 1 and year 2 on part-time timetables, which meant, so he was only allowed in school for 2 hours a day, which meant I had to give my job up. He then got diagnosed with autism. I created a cleaning business to work around Theo, so I still had an income. And then he started having seizures in October 24. So they had to stop all of his medication for his ADHD. He then got permanently excluded from school in the December and got diagnosed with epilepsy. So he's currently still out of school because he got sent to a PRU, which was just horrific.
Horrendous.
He was just going downhill so quick. He had just gone into total shutdown. He would not engage with any schoolwork. He wouldn't engage with anybody, including me. He was so aggressive, wanting to fight me all the time. So we just made the decision in May that we picked him up from school one day and I went, that's it, I'm done. I can't keep putting my child through this. Like, it's not fair. He shouldn't be going through these things at his age. He's got enough going on with the ADHD, the autism and the epilepsy. He doesn't need all this added stress. Like, it's not good for a child to go through that. So we pulled him out.
It had a toll on you as well, didn't it? Because as a mum.
Yeah, it was making me ill. Like, I couldn't eat, I couldn't sleep, I was losing weight, I just cried all the time. He was obviously picking up on that, so that was making him more anxious. So for a while, I just pulled away from the local authority, the school, because I was like, I feel like I'm just chasing a losing battle, and it's disheartening because at the back of it all, he's my little boy and I will fight the absolute world for him. But when you're trying to speak to the people that are supposed to be the ones to help you and they just ignore you, that it's just soul destroying. And so for a bit, I was like, I just need to pull away. I need to like get myself better, like get stronger. And we did. And Theo has come on leaps and bounds since then. You know,
He really, honestly.
I was about to say, even me, it's not even involved so much with the Wild Wednesday and stuff, but I can see the difference, but not just with Theo, but with yourself.
With you, 100%.
Like, I didn't really realise how bad, obviously we didn't really know each other about him. When you first come into the app, how more stress he was under compared to now, and how much difference you've gone, and how much, do you know what I mean, how your life's evolved over there.
You're going through a journey, aren't you, with your son? You know, we said this before. We have empathy for people, but until you've actually been through that experience yourself and you realise, oh my God, it's really hard.
Yeah.
And it's like, and going back to the community and the app, you know, if you haven't got, you know, I remember, you know, family make judgments on us and on our children and on our parenting and on parenting courses. You know, sometimes maybe they're helpful. I'm not saying they're not. But
I've
it's
always
not
refused to do the parenting course. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't need to learn how to parent my child. I know how to parent my
How much
child.
more could you find?
Yeah.
How much more could you
I'm
find?
like,
I remember speaking to you.
there's nothing you're going to tell me that's going to help me. I'm not. No.
A woman standing up there with a lanyard telling
You
you.
know what they should do? Why do we get the parent training? What they should do is model it for us.
They should have it.
I think I've built it in there. You show us how to do it better. You do it for the day, and you relay the information of how to be with them. You do that.
And also putting your little Theo into a PRU, you know, a pupil referral unit, they are quite scary places. I don't know if you've been.
And it's scary that some people, they're sold to some people as almost like a special needs school.
That's
like, this
how
is
it
the
was
way
sold
they've
to
got
me.
loads of parties, they've got this, they're going as like a locked prison for young offenders.
It was sold to us like it was a mini specialist setting school.
Yeah.
And we went, and I remember leaving, and I said to Josh, I went, that is like a little prison. Like, you have to have a card to be able to get through any door. It's surrounded in like a metal fence. They've got like one concrete playground. And I'm like, my little boy loves to be outside. Like, he loves searching through bushes. He loves looking for bugs. He likes digging holes. He likes playing with wood and building things. And I'm like, what? Like, this place is just, I just don't. It was just horrific.
I do feel sorry for the kids that are there. Well, I'm not blaming the kids for it, offender. I'm just saying that it's just the way of doing it. They dump them in secure unit. They're out of the way now. They're out of the way of the public eye. They're just in here, they're locked in here, and just forget about them.
The problem is sending children that have got autism and ADHD. It's like you're saying, it's a dumping ground. It's not actually looking at their needs and what they actually specifically need.
I think
I think as well, kids with autism and ADHD are very easily led.
Oh my God.
I just
Because they don't have the best sense of judgment. You know, their risk taking is off the charts at times.
Exactly. Naughty people are more exciting.
Yeah, so
and
to
more
all
fun.
of a sudden put this child who is very, very easily led into things around older children who are doing things that he should not be doing.
Yeah.
That's a big concern, that anybody in any kind of profession thinks that's an okay place to put. You know, he was 7 at the time, a 7-year-old boy. It's not.
The difference
No, it's not.
The difference I think for myself is the difference in me having a life that I've been able to come out of it and do the jobs that I've done, to start being caught in a cycle, going to young offenders and all that sort of stuff, is because I didn't go to the boys' school. I went to the Christian Catholic school. And I promise you that will save me, because I, as well as I was being a little bit of a shit, I was very outcast being a little shit. So there's a lot of people in there that wanted to, I was on grammar stream, that wanted to get a grade. So you kind of, even in your own class, they look down at the behaviour. But then I know of the boys' school down here, and everyone in that boys' school now, I'm just thinking, there's no way I was cope. Because I've just done what they've done, messing around all the time, and it just wouldn't have stopped. Then you go out, and then that's your friends outside of school. That's your friend. I wouldn't have learned anything. Luckily, I still had that. Oh, you're still being a bit wrong. But as I said, when you're going to a PRU, you've got two choices: you act like that, or you're going to stand out and get bullied. That's the only two things I feel like the only outcome. You can't be in the middle. Like, you just can't. You get one or two phrases, you act like them, or you get stand out and then get targeted.
As well, kids like Theo, they need to be around children who are similar, who are maybe a bit further along, who have learnt to regulate themselves. They need to be around people who are a positive influence in their life, not a negative influence, because the way that your brain works with ADHD and autism, you're very quick to focus in on the negative things in life. And I think they need more positivity, and putting them in somewhere like that, that's all they see. You know, I'd go and pick him up some days, and he would have escaped the school and he's climbing over the fence. And I'm like, what is going off? And the teacher would come round and she'd go, what are you doing here? I'm like, I'm here to pick him up. And it's a good job I am, because he's just escaped. You go another day and there's older children in there and they're kicking doors. And I'm like, I don't want my child to see this. Like, it's not healthy for him to be around that. And I think it's hard as a mum, because you go, well, that kid's obviously struggling with something, and I get that, but I have to put my child first. And I don't want him around that. I want my
Just-
child to be around children who are putting the right building blocks in place and are helping themselves, because that builds resilience in him as a person.
Yeah.
Mm.
Definitely.
I think so me and Sharon both worked in a school, and I think you can, even with really non-verbal ASD children, they still do the same. So there was children that would come in and the school was notoriously challenging, but they might not have seen that actually happen before. So there's people, and the ones that can verbalize it, is where you get the information, you can see it. So they're coming to these environments where now there's challenging behaviour, where it's free reign to kind of attack the teacher or another student.
Yeah.
Before that, they've been the one person that gets kicked out and told that's not okay. Then they've gone to this other school, and they'll come with no behaviours. Within a few months, they're starting to see the behaviours, but the behaviours also are so effective that they'll unlearn what they've taught before, because it's quicker to punch someone in the face to get what I want.
Yeah.
So it works. So they see the advantage of it as well. And if they didn't then be challenging, they're going to get left behind and not get their needs met, because everyone else who's challenging is going to get the paper and the staff around them and stuff like that. So they learn to adapt into it. And people that would be deemed with like global development delay, that would be like deemed with like sometimes emotional age of 3 or 4, will still pick that up. So let alone what will happen with someone that's in a mainstream going to a PRU, or someone that's a bit more on the point. You're going to do it. You can have no choice.
There's a psychological thing, isn't there? I can't think what it's called, but it is when you adapt to your environment. It's like if I you know, maybe it's not a good example, but if I went to prison, I know that I could probably change how I am just so that I would fit.
About me, I've always said I'm a bit like a chameleon. You can put me in like any situation, and I will behave accordingly to like that audience.
Do you think
You know
that's
what I mean?
is that masking?
Yeah.
Is that masking?
I think
Because
it is masking, yeah.
because it's being able to look at what's going on around you and adapt and just be like that. Don't get me wrong, it's really hard, because you have burnout, but after the end of the day, you're just like, Jesus Christ, you're just exhausted because you've been trying to be something or somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
I just resist. We're talking.
What's he doing that?
I could previous Sharon. Previous Sharon.
What do you mean previous?
I want to meet Mark Sharon. I'd like to meet Mark Sharon.
What do you mean?
Mark Sharon. Sharon comes in and
Yeah. Anyway, Katie.
no, but I know what you're saying. I think,
Good.
yeah, with that, yeah, it might be a bit of that's very true with the masking, isn't it? I don't.
I don't like the word.
The thing that we're saying now is the only masking, not the absorption thing I'm talking about. But there's even a difference in that, because everyone masks, but it's more exhausting I don't understand if we just get it better. We do it better. So like more textbooks. So we leave our personality completely out and just go exactly what it's meant to be, and don't have to be able to restrict
It's like
ourselves.
acting.
Yeah, I think we act harder. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Like people
Yeah.
mask to a certain degree, but if they get pissed off, they might do it. But we just literally, if we get pissed off, we hold it in and don't go anywhere until we let the completely and then explode.
Yeah. And then
People
go
can knock out
wild.
their mask, and we
Then go
can't.
wild.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
literally overact in the scenario, and it doesn't come out until we're safe, and then probably whoever's at the end of who's at home or whatever gets us at the end of it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So you started up your own business. So I think, something we've spoken about with ADHD and its good qualities does mean that we have this innate drive. I don't know what it is, where it comes from, because it's not from my parents.
No. Yeah, I did. But I'm a very resilient person because of what I've been through in my life. Although I might have my moments where I like break down and I have my cry and I feel dead sorry for myself and everything's shit and I hate the world. But then I'm very quick to pick myself back up and think, right, you need to dig yourself back out of this hole. And I'm very good at doing it. And I think with all this, I was like, although Josh was like, but Katie, you don't need to go to work. And I'm like, and I understand that, but I want to go to work. Like that me as a person. And I devote so much of my time to Theo. I want something for me. So I get 3 days a week where I can go to work. And I am just Katie. I'm not mum. I'm not an advocate. I'm just me. I go, I do my job, and I come home.
Yeah.
And I love that.
And that is so important. It's so important. And do you know what? Because there's always a bit of guilt attached to putting yourself first or putting yourself, but it's also almost, it undoes you. If you don't actually prioritise yourself at some point, even if it's just for an hour a day or whatever it is,
You'll make
and actually realise that you need to be, you're important in your own life. Who else is going to, we're the ones, we should be putting ourselves first. And I'm really good at saying this, not very good at doing it, but it's true. Because, your mental health and your physical health it attacks us. All our environment and what's going on all the time, it has a horrible effect on our physical and mental health.
Yeah, massively.
Well done, you.
Thank you.
Isn't it a shame that it's work? We go, I go to work.
I'm dead proud of it though.
Good.
Because I could have just give up and rolled over and gone and it's nothing like, but I didn't.
Yeah.
Still done it in spite of everything else because I think I'm that kind of person. I just go, if someone says, well, you're never going to do that. And I'm like, yeah, you fucking watch me. I will now. And I'll do it bigger, better and harder than I was ever going to do it in the first place because you told me I can't do it. And I'm like, oh, you watch me now then.
Yeah.
No, it is. And I think I've become a registered manager just because of that. I didn't even want to. And just because someone said I couldn't do it. And the next thing I know, I'm a deputy, then a registered manager. And it's 5 years later. And I'm thinking, what the fuck am I doing? Because I don't even like this job. The person's long gone now. They're at my age. I don't even have the immediate threat of them being there to watch over. I've done this now 2 years and I'm still doing it.
Again, but it's like a tick box. Once you've done it, it's almost like you go, oh, you've done that.
Yeah, me and we were having this conversation the other day, weren't we? Whereas me and Josh had been having it, and I was like, I'm bored now. I'm bored of cleaning. I've done it. Like, I want to do something else. So that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
Although I can keep my cleaning business and keep my girls going, they can do that.
How exciting.
And I'm free to go and do something different. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think sometimes you've got to create the life you need.
Yeah. 100%. I don't think sometimes. I think that's very important.
100%. Why are we not taught this? That statement right there is what we need to talk about. Again, already with my oldest, I'm not teaching him about, I'm not even mentioning GCSEs, I'm not even mentioning grades. I know that sounds crazy, but what is the point? Because I know what's going to happen. School is not going to, if I knew the subject, I'll push him, obviously, but he's going to be hands on. He's going to be this. And why are we not saying, don't worry, I keep saying to him, I've got a business, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter. You can come work for me, I'll make a job for you, I'll do that. But not everyone, if we last that long. But like it's almost like I would rather do that to him at an early age than even go through the rest of the school because it's going to set him up to think that he needs to do this down, out, and out, and out.
But
both changed.
That goes back to our education.
I wanted to work in a zoo.
I don't think schools are for everybody though. They're not.
No,
they're not. I've said for a long time with Theo, his environment is the most important part to his day. If he's not in the right environment, he will struggle. Put him in the right environment. He went to his alternative provision that we pay for the other day to the farm. Sharon said to him, right, we've got 4 tasks to do, and then you can go and tag the new calves up in the rears. So normally he'll do a task and then he'll go and do something with the animals, and he'll come back and do a task and go and do something else. Yeah, in the ears. Yeah. But for him, that he loves it. So instead of doing his tasks, like one task, something else, he went, well, I'll do all my tasks first then. So sat and did all of his schoolwork that he needed to do, then went off down the farm and tagged all the cows up. You know,
Do they pierce their ears?
Yeah.
Is that what she is?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah, so they put a tag through it. So that's what...
I'd be terrible.
That was his education for the day. And he loved it.
Yeah.
And look what he learned.
Yeah. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
Real world education, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's also understanding how to do it. Like you do, like we've done have tos and want tos, we used to call them. So it's almost like, what do you have to do? And then what do you want to do? And you have to fit them into your day. So
people actually like to be in charge. If you make it out to them, they're in charge of their own, even if it's anything, even if they're in like 20s, it's crazy, but it'll work. So work, doesn't it? Like, if you're okay, so if you work with me, I'll do this and do that. As you said, okay, I'll do my work now then. So I'm that. That's how it works.
He learned all the stuff, so he's learning fractions doing that, because she'll say to him, right, Theo, there's like four calves in there. What's half of it? And he's like, well, 2. So she like puts all these practical things in place, and he is learning. So he's gone up. So obviously when he went there, he was working at a reception level. He's now in year 3. He's now working at year 3 level. So he's gone up 4 levels in his education in the space of 4 months.
Yeah.
That's his order, isn't it?
He wrote a story the other week. He never wrote a story. He wrote a story.
Yeah.
So he's wrote his own story about. I love it.
Oh, that's so amazing.
He's writing. He'd stopped doing all of that.
Yeah.
So what is it he goes to? So it's like
it's a farm.
It's a farm. It's like kind of what we get. It's kind of forest schools, isn't it?
Yeah. So he does go to a forest school that he loves, but then we found. Yeah,
Right.
but then I found a farm near where we live. She's a retired school teacher, and she actually used to work in a special needs school. So she kind of does it privately for home educator kids. So I messaged her and explained Theo's situation, and she was like, I'd love to meet him, please bring him up. So we took him up, and she's just absolutely fell in love with him. She gets him. To start
Not
with,
surprised. It's adorable.
he does 2 hours a week, 1 hour a day, just him and her. So, because she's very well aware of how he needs to build a relationship with somebody to trust them.
Yeah.
And yeah, go on then. So, and she's just got him straight from the get-go and
Yeah.
come on leaps and bounds with her.
It's amazing.
So environment, it's massive.
It is. It's amazing. And do you know what? But you've had to fight for all of this. And like I just said, you also have to pay for it, which is completely disgraceful considering the school are being paid additional funding for him to be there. That just seems unethical to me. And it seems illegal, actually. But there you go. That's just my opinion.
It is, but you can't fight everything, and I need to put my energy in.
Exactly.
My energy needs to go into what's best for him, not keep fighting all these people who are doing things wrong because my energy gets took in the wrong direction, and I can't do that. It's got to go on
you have
him
to
and
let
what's
it
best
go.
for him.
Yeah, I'm going to take my advice.
No,
I've been leaning on you about this one. I said, yeah,
You do. Sometimes you just have to let something go.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you will be ill. And that's the point, isn't it? It destroys you because the thing is, like I've just said, it's illegal, it's discrimination, it's all these things. But actually, if you can't change a system or you can't, I don't know, if people are digging their heels in and not willing to see the best in your son or see the best, do you know what I mean? Or see what's right and wrong. But that's hard because I know I've got this real like justice thing where that's not fair and I've had to really teach myself, life isn't fair.
Yeah.
And just I have to accept it sometimes, which is really hard.
It is hard, but you've got to do it.
Yeah, you have, because otherwise you go, it consumes you and it eats you up.
Sink or swim, innit?
Yeah, and then we have our Wine Wednesdays where we have a little bit of light release, and but it hasn't always been like that. It's whoever's going through whatever they're going through. It can be really difficult, and it's really lovely when we are able to just have a laugh and let go. Yeah,
I think
it's nice though that you can have a laugh, but if you are going through something, because you're with these people that you've like built this relationship with, you also don't feel bad for like sitting and having a cry while you're on there, because no one judges you for it anyway.
No.
Which is nice.
In fact, everyone supports you.
I bet everyone needs to find us tears on that.
I think we've all cried.
Yeah, it's like I say, one of them ones.
I cried once, and I was like, oh my God, I don't even know where it came from.
Yeah.
Even for me, it surprises me because I've been on social media for ages, but there is still stuff that I don't put up there, unbelievably. There is still stuff that I still seem is not Facebook safe. Sometimes because I'm being a dick and I've said something like out off the cuff, but more times because I know what the argument's going to start as. And I don't want to go through the effort of hearing all these fucking people talk about stupidness. Like, so I know it's saying about picture battles and stuff, but the app's really good because I would, and I probably should start going through, and the videos I wouldn't put on Facebook, put on there. Because you don't get judged. It's that judgment free. Even I sometimes go on there and think, oh my God, I didn't even have a bad morning. Like, that's crazy because you go on your Facebook and you're like, yeah, and everyone's comparing themselves like, yeah, that's me too. But someone's already on the app, already said their morning. You go in there, back to rant, you're like, not that bad. We'll help them instead. So it's almost like it's great, and then everyone just picks up, don't they? Everyone needs it at the time. People pick up, and it's really works. Amazing.
Everyone's really fake, and the people only ever put like the good stuff. Like now it's coming to Christmas. There's going to be pictures of parents everywhere with the kids in Santa's grotto and the Christmas trees and this, that, and the other. And do you know what? Fuck off with your perfect life. Like I'm not. It doesn't interest me. It's bullshit.
No. Yeah.
I'm just not.
Yeah. I think you've hit the nail on the head. It's exactly like
bullshit.
That. It's like you're looking at I know no one else is as old as me, the Brady Bunch, like this all singing and smiling family. It's like, sorry, who's got that life? Because I haven't.
No. I want to talk to people who understand what I'm going through. Not when I sit and have a cry about something with Theo and they go, oh, well, have you thought about getting in touch with council. Oh, well, why didn't I think of that? If it were that simple, like, I'm not, it's just no.
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 I'm pretty bad with that.
Yeah, no.
I'm learning that now. The people don't just always need to do the answers. I think I'm helping, but I just learned from being in this group specifically.
Yeah.
That sometimes the actual second nature, isn't it? The actual concern second is the emotion that comes first about what you're going through.
Oh,
and
that's
then
hard for you.
and then you answer. So then you can go to their counsel and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. He does everything through chat. Everything.
Yeah.
I can tell when he's answering me something, and I'm just like, who wrote that? And it's chat GCP. But yeah, no. So
do you
know what?
GPT, do you, Nate?
For everything.
Okay, so let me explain. I don't use it for, so if that's dangerous to say.
Everything.
I am dyslexic. It's a very good tool for me.
And autistic.
It's
It's a good tool for that.
Yeah,
No, it is.
and that's what I was getting to. And I didn't realise that you could also use it for autism. So what I've learned from using it, so what I normally do is I say stuff. I don't use it for like producing stuff. I say it and it rewrites it. And if I try to use my language, but I can't spell for shit. And I can't put punctuation anywhere. Punctuation is another thing. And it just looks like one big fucking rant. Anything I put
I
up.
don't understand
But from that,
what he sends me, because I don't know where the full stop is or where and it's like, is that, I don't know what that means and what words connected to what.
But from that, I've started to, because then I've realised that I've got an issue, like when I struggle with, like, again, like answering too quickly or the emotion or the overwhelm of what I get on a daily basis through Facebook of people's emotions.
Yeah.
And it's almost like what it does is when I put it through, like someone said this, it'll take it out, what it means, explains it like in normal terms instead of being autistic. Someone's feeling for this, you don't need to go say this, they just want some recognition. It's probably better to say blah, blah, blah. So before I read that and then I'll make the reply. Then I'll reply. Like, so, because otherwise I'll just be like, okay, do this. And it'll be like 2 lines because I'm so busy and it'll be between 2-3 people. So it looks really bland. It looks horrible. It looks like I don't care. Or it comes across like, again, I'm emotionally don't care about your emotions. Just do this. Or you should. And as you said, probably they have. They've done all of that.
Bad now because I thought all of that. I thought because it does.
I think that's good because you're using it in a way that helps you, aren't you?
Yeah.
So you've adapted it to you.
And do you know what?
That's what I'm saying. I don't use it for like, because people, I worry because people do use it. And I've heard people talk about it like in a sense of to solve their relationship or to question something like that, which is, again, you have to realise what it is. If it's not got your input and your personality into it and it's acting on that, it's acting on randomness, which is not your response and not your whatever about it. So the definition of ChatGPT is it tells you what it expects you want to hear next. It doesn't actually have the information. So I learned this about a few months ago. ChatGPT just predicts the most likely possible next thing to say.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be right. As much as you might use it for people who use it for mental health, people use it for this, you should always go to a doctor. Because again, that comes across worse than I do. It has no emotion whatsoever. So you can't get the emotional aspect out of there. You know what I mean? It could tell you serious problems, but I think it's great as a tool and it will be helpful to neurodiverse people. But I do worry because they're so secluded, will they become like their friend or become their dependent or not be able to then learn themselves because they get the answers. So, I'm in 2 minds about it.
Thinking it's right.
All the time, yeah.
Not.
ChatGPT says it, and that's it. And then what happens when they have an agenda? All it takes is one government to then put laws or whatever they want to say out, and then we're kind of getting that's the view.
Yeah.
Shame.
I do for dyslexia. I will say that again. It's probably the best tool I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Because it's not just about the spelling; it's about the grammar. And if you wanted to ask it where you're going wrong, it will tell you.
Yeah.
So it's like it's a teacher as well. It's like you've got your own personal dyslexia teacher telling you what you can do to make it better. And then it goes over and over and over. And you get it eventually. It's the first time I've started to get tackled dyslexia in the sense I'm actually beating it instead of just being part of it.
Yeah, I think that's good though.
You know.
You make it work. You don't you?
Sometimes you don't name it and stuff and start thinking it's like, I could do it. I don't go out hardly at all. So I could easily just have that as my best friend. It's easy.
Can I be honest? It is his best friend. True. It's true. It's true. Who's your best friend?
Well, at the moment, yeah.
Right, Katie, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And we are going to do another one of these, of course we are, because we're really grateful that you've been part of our journey of Sendhelp right from the beginning and that you're now a mentor. And just seeing your journey as well and you sharing your journey, I think is really powerful. And it's also really brave because, we're talking about our lives and how we're feeling and our children and our relationships. And I just think that's really valuable that you do that. So thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. And it's very, don't underestimate it. We wouldn't have been able to do what we've done without the people that came in first. Without you and some of the others, it's been, especially UK, like I said from the beginning, from the get-go, with the support, even give me the confidence that this is going to work. Having a transfer from someone, people sticking. We have had 2, 3 disasters where people have been kicked, people have to get re-injured. We've reshaped it 16 times.
Yeah.
We forgot about people on there. We've done everything.
Everyone shut the whole
Yeah.
thing down at one point and everyone was gone
But
and it was like, where they gone?
Lot been there from the beginning.
And you've come back. Every time
Yeah.
we've kicked you out by mistake, you've wanted to come back. So that's...
Yeah, as I said, that's the gives us a drive. It's talking to people like you knowing that,
Yeah,
you know.
definitely.
It is. So thank you so much.
Thank you.